The myth of motivation, why consistency trumps inspiration in the quest for success. Welcome to a transformative journey that challenges everything you thought you knew about success and personal growth. Today, we're diving deep into insights that have the power to revolutionize not just your life, but the very fabric of our society. These groundbreaking perspectives come from Sarah Ausby, a visionary mindset coach whose work is reshaping the landscape of personal development. Sarah's journey from homelessness to becoming a beacon of hope and change is nothing short of extraordinary. But what truly sets her apart is her audacious challenge to conventional wisdom, a challenge that could redefine how we approach success, both individually and collectively. Imagine for a moment that everything you've been told about achieving your dreams is wrong, that the quick fixes and overnight success stories we're bombarded with are actually holding us back. It's a startling thought, isn't it? But what if I told you that the real path to lasting change and true success is far more nuanced, far more challenging, and ultimately far more rewarding than we've been led to believe? This is the crux of Sarah Ausby's philosophy, a perspective that turns conventional wisdom on its head. In our society, we're constantly sold the idea of instant gratification. We're told that with enough motivation, we can conquer any obstacle overnight. But Sarah's experiences and insights reveal a different truth, one that's both sobering and incredibly empowering. The common belief in the mindset coaching field is that change happens in an instant, that a surge of motivation is all we need to catapult ourselves into success. It's a comforting thought, isn't it? The idea that we're just one inspirational video or one powerful affirmation away from transforming our lives. But here's the hard truth Sarah Ausby shared. Real, lasting change doesn't work that way. Instead, Sarah argues, and her experiences prove, that true transformation comes from consistent, disciplined effort. It's not about waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. It's about showing up every day, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. It's about challenging deep-rooted beliefs, not just once, but repeatedly, until new neural pathways are formed and new habits are solidified. This might sound daunting, but it's actually incredibly liberating. Why? Because it means that success isn't reserved for the naturally gifted or the perpetually motivated. It's available to anyone willing to put in the work day after day, regardless of how they feel. Let's dive deeper into this concept. The brain's ability to rewire itself, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity, isn't activated by sporadic bursts of effort. It requires consistent, repeated action. This means that the key to lasting change isn't found in those rare moments of intense motivation, but in the daily grind, in the small choices we make when no one's watching. Sarah shared countless stories of clients who initially came to her seeking a quick fix, a magic bullet to solve all their problems. But those who truly succeeded were the ones who embraced the process, who understood that real growth happens in the trenches of daily effort. One client, let's call her Maria, came to Sarah feeling stuck in her career. She had all the qualifications, all the skills, but something was holding her back. The traditional approach would have been to pump her full of motivational quotes and send her out to conquer the world. But Sarah took a different approach. She worked with Maria to identify the deep-seated beliefs that were holding her back, beliefs that had been formed over years and couldn't be dismantled in a day. Over the course of several months, Maria committed to daily mindset exercises. Some days were harder than others. There were times when she wanted to give up, when it felt like nothing was changing, but she persisted. And slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to shift. It wasn't just her career that improved. Her entire outlook on life transformed. This wasn't a quick fix. It was a fundamental rewiring of her approach to challenges and opportunities. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but where's the evidence? Where's the science behind this? And that's a fair question. After all, in a world of quick fixes and miracle cures, it's right to be skeptical. But here's where Sarah's approach truly shines. It's not just based on anecdotal evidence or feel-good stories. It's grounded in solid neuroscience. Studies have shown that consistent, repeated actions can literally change the structure of our brains. A study published in the Journal of Neurophysiology found that practicing a new skill for just 15 minutes a day can lead to significant changes in brain structure in as little as 2 weeks. Another study, this one from University College London, found that it takes an average of 66 days for a new habit to become automatic. Not 21 days, as popular wisdom would have us believe, but 66 days of consistent effort. This aligns perfectly with Sarah's philosophy that real change takes time, effort, and persistence. But it's not just about the science, it's about the real-world results. Sarah shared stories of entrepreneurs who went from the brink of bankruptcy to running thriving businesses, not through a sudden stroke of luck, but through consistent application of mindset strategies. She told me about individuals struggling with anxiety and depression who found new lease on life, not through a single breakthrough moment, but through daily commitment to rewiring their thought patterns. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, this sounds exhausting. Are you saying we have to be on all the time, that we can never take a break? And that's a valid concern. But here's the beautiful paradox Sarah revealed. By embracing this approach, by committing to consistent effort, we actually free ourselves from the exhausting cycle of highs and lows that come with relying on motivation alone. Think about it. When we depend on motivation to drive our actions, we're at the mercy of our emotions. We're productive when we feel good, and we stall when we don't. But when we commit to consistent action, regardless of how we feel, we build a resilience that carries us through both the good days and the bad. This approach also challenges another common misconception, the idea that success is a destination, a point we reach, and then we're done. Sarah's philosophy, backed by both science and real-world results, shows us that success is a journey, a continuous process of growth and adaptation. But let's be clear, this isn't about perfection. It's not about never having a bad day or never feeling unmotivated. It's about building a foundation of habits and thought patterns that sustain us even when times are tough. It's about creating a mindset that sees challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. Now, you might be wondering, if this approach is so effective, why isn't everyone doing it? And that's a great question. The truth is, this path isn't easy. It's not as sexy as the promise of overnight success. It doesn't give us the immediate gratification our society has conditioned us to crave. But here's the thing. The most worthwhile things in life rarely come easy. Think about any great achievement in history, any significant personal growth you've experienced. Chances are it didn't happen overnight. It was the result of consistent effort, of showing up day after day, of pushing through discomfort and doubt. So what would happen if more people adopted this perspective? If we, as a society, embrace the power of consistent mindset work over quick fixes and temporary motivation? The potential is staggering. Imagine workplaces where employees are equipped with the mental tools to handle stress and challenges, leading to increased productivity and job satisfaction. Envision educational institutions that focus not just on imparting knowledge, but on cultivating resilient, growth-oriented mindsets in students. Picture a world where people approach their personal and professional goals not with anxiety and self-doubt, but with a grounded confidence born of consistent self-improvement. This isn't just wishful thinking. Sarah's work and the work of countless others in this field is already creating ripples of change. But to truly harness this potential, we need a shift in our collective mindset. We need to move away from the allure of quick fixes and embrace the power of consistent growth. So, what's the one thing I want you to take away from this talk is this. Your potential for growth and success is not determined by your moments of high motivation, but by your commitment to showing up every day, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. I challenge you to rethink your approach to personal growth and success. Instead of waiting for motivation to strike, commit to one small action you can take every day towards your goals. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, it's better if it's small enough that you can do it consistently, no matter what. Maybe it's spending 5 minutes each morning visualizing your goals. Perhaps it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for before bed. Or it could be taking one small step towards a project you've been putting off. Whatever it is, commit to doing it every day. For the next 66 days, the average time it takes to form a new habit. And here's the key. Don't judge your progress day by day. Some days will feel great, others will feel like you're going nowhere. But trust in the process. Trust in the power of consistency, because it's in those moments of showing up, even when you don't feel like it, that real transformation happens. Remember, this journey isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about building a foundation of habits and thought patterns that will sustain you through both the highs and lows of life. It's about creating a mindset that sees challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. As we wrap up this talk, I want to leave you with a thought from Sarah Ausby herself. She said, true success isn't about reaching a destination. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve your goals and then setting new ones. It's about continuous growth, continuous learning, and continuous improvement. So I challenge you, Be that person. Commit to your growth. Not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Because it's in those moments of difficulty, those moments when you show up despite every fiber of your being wanting to give up, that you truly become unstoppable. Your mindset is your most powerful tool. Use it wisely, nurture it consistently, and watch as it transforms not just your life, but the world around you. The journey of consistent growth and lasting success starts now. Are you ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about success? Are you prepared to embrace the power of consistency over fleeting motivation? The choice is yours. Will you continue to chase the myth of overnight success, or will you commit to the transformative power of daily consistent effort? Will you wait for motivation to strike, or will you be the architect of your own success, showing up day after day, regardless of how you feel? Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Your step begins now. What small, consistent action will you commit to today? How will you rewire your brain for success? How will you challenge the status quo and embrace the power of consistency? The world is waiting for you to step into your full potential, not through bursts of motivation, but through the quiet power of daily commitment. Your future self is counting on the choices you make today. So, I ask you one final time. Are you ready to debunk the myth of motivation and embrace the transformative power of consistency? The time for change is now. The power is in your hands. Let's rewrite the rules of success, one consistent action at a time. Together, we can create a world where success is not a matter of luck or innate talent, but a result of unwavering commitment and daily growth. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Now, go forth and show the world the incredible power of consistency. Your journey to lasting success starts now.